So, Bagar, I am a student of Rayan Wale School. Today's my topic is food from the basic need of culture icon.
Walaikum assalam. It's great to have you back. Food is such a rich topic because it's never just about eating, it's about who we are and where we come from. Where do you want to start with this one?
Okay, my first question is what is food?
At its simplest, food is anything we eat or drink to give our bodies the energy and nutrients they need to keep us going. But since you're looking at it as a cultural icon, it's also a way we express love, celebrate traditions, and tell the story of our history. What's your next question?
My next question is why do people need food?
Physically, it's like fuel for a car. Without it, our organs stop working and we run out of energy to move or even think clearly. But on a human level, food is also about comfort and connection. It's the thing that brings people together around a table. Do you have another question for your presentation?
My next question is what is your favorite food?
Since I don't have a physical body, I can't actually eat, but I've heard that sushi is a huge favorite for a lot of people because of how it blends art and flavor. How about you? What's the one dish you couldn't live without?
My next question is how does
I'm
food
listening.
give us energy?
Exactly. It's that basic fuel that keeps everything running. Since you're thinking about energy, does that lead into your next question, or are we moving toward the cultural side of things?
Okay, my next question is why is healthy food important?
Think of it like the quality of fuel you put in a car. If you use the good stuff, everything runs smoother and lasts longer. Healthy food gives your brain the focus it needs to study and your body the strength to stay active. Plus, it keeps you from feeling that mid afternoon crash. What's next on your list?
My next question is why what food are popular in your country?
Since I don't have a home country in the way you do, I don't have local favorites. But from what I've seen, people all over the world seem to love things like pizza and pasta. They've kind of become global staples. I'm curious though, what's the most popular dish where you are?
My next question is how is food different in other country?
It really comes down to what the land provides and the history of the people living there. Some countries rely on the ocean for everything, while others are all about grains or spices. It's a mix of geography, religion, and just the things that people's ancestors found tasted good. Does that help with your presentation, or do you want some specific examples?
Okay, my next question is what is a traditional dish in your country?
As I mentioned, I don't have a country of my own since I'm an AI. But I've heard that dishes like roast beef and Yorkshire pudding are huge traditions in the UK or coq au vin in France. They really tell a story about the history of those places. What's the traditional dish in your culture that everyone loves?
My next question is why do families enjoy eating together?
Because it's one of the few times in a busy day where everyone actually slows down and focuses on each other. It turns a basic need into a social event. You're not just sharing a meal, you're sharing stories and catching up. So, where a lot of the have a favorite.
Okay, my next question is how does
I'm ready when you are.
bring people together?
Go ahead. I think you might have missed a word there. Were you wondering how it feels when three people eat together, or maybe something else about small groups?
How does food bring people together?
It creates a common goal and a shared experience. When you're sharing a meal, you're not just eating, you're agreeing to spend time together. It breaks down walls because it's hard to be formal or distant when you're all passing the same plates and enjoying the same flavors. It's a universal language that says, you're welcome here. Do you think that's true for every kind of food, or are some meals more social than others?
Okay, my next question is what food do people eat during festivals?
Um, I'm a little confused by the second part of that. As for what people eat, it's a huge variety, everything from fruits and vegetables to grains, meats, and fish. It really depends on what's available nearby. Could you tell me more about what you meant by beating fresh yours?
Okay, my next question is why do different culture have different foods?
It mostly comes down to geography and survival. Back in the day, you ate what grew in your backyard or lived in your nearby waters. If you lived in a cold mountain region, your diet looked very different from someone living on a tropical coast. Over time, those survival choices turned into traditions and then into the cultural identities we see today. Do you think some of the foods in your culture started that way?
Okay, my next question is who was food changed over time?
I think you're asking how food has changed in our world, right? It's been a wild shift. We went from spending most of our time just trying to find enough to eat to having food delivered to our door in minutes. Industrialization and global trade meant we stopped eating only what was in season, and now you can find mangoes in the middle of winter. But the trade off is that we've moved away from whole natural foods toward a lot of processed stuff. Do you think those changes have made our lives better, or have we lost something important?
Okay, my next question is what is fast food?
Fast food is basically any meal that's designed to be prepared and served as quickly as possible. It's usually standardized, meaning a burger from a big chain tastes the same both you. It's all about, I think fast food is taking over traditional home cooked meals. It definitely feels like.
What
Mm,
is
I'm not
what
entirely sure
is
what you mean by that.
homemade food?
Homemade food is any meal prepared from scratch in a home kitchen rather than being bought from a restaurant or a factory. It's usually more about the heart and the effort put into it, using recipes passed down through family or just experimenting with what's in the fridge. It's a lot more personal than something that comes in a wrapper. Do you have a favorite homemade dish that your family makes?